Intoxicated Television, we back. 600 funk in the motherfucking head.
This man wants me to bring it back. We're going to try to reel it back in.
We gotta bring it back, man.
So,
everybody's getting phone calls and shit.
So I'm at Crazy Girls. I got people telling me, yo, man, you trying to, like, pay for some tail? I'm like, nah, dude, I'm here for the music. I'm here for the music. I'm drinking my Heineken. And so it was really funny. But basically, I watched how other promoters and bigger places did it, and what they told people, and skeezy shit they kind of did, and how the system kind of moves and stuff like that. And I said, this is what I want to do. This is what I don't want to do. Look at that, dude. It looks like a mouse with a tail. It's a big-ass nug. But, oh.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Roll that shit. Roll that shit right now. But when you're around some stuff, you could talk about. Other stuff, you can't. And that's the professionalism and maturity of it all. But if you just don't try to do a bunch of those cutting corners and snaky promoter shit, then you're good. But for the most part, I used to promote shows when I was going to college, and it was just street team, so it wasn't like I was a promoter. And I was, like I've said a couple times, I was a little more elitist and biased about things like, oh, this is the genre I like. I liked a lot more of hip-hop and rap and stuff like that. I'd be like, oh, dude, I don't really want to promote this person or this artist. It's not that, it's not what I like or what I would go see. But it helped me go to shows that I really wouldn't pay to go see. And so then I was like, oh, man, this shit is a business. This shit is dope. And someone like Grizz, he's fucking playing saxophone crazy. And so for people to be like, oh, EDM is this or that, like, you just haven't seen enough people to be like, this guy's playing crazy instrument, pouring his heart out into this thing. It was sold out. I helped the staff pick up this dude who had yoinked out on Molly, and he was like thrown up on the floor, like basically convulsing, and I like helped pick him up and get him to where he needed to go. And I was like, this shit is dope. This is crazy. But essentially just loving music. In LA when I was interning for Fox Sports, actually. That's a whole backstory. But I met this lady. This lady moved to San Jose. She moved out to Reno after. And I followed her to Reno and moved out to Reno. So it'll be 3 years in this May. I used to visit every month for the most part for like a whole year. So it feels like 4 years because I've watched the city change since 2022. But yeah, that's why I'm here in Reno. And
you're in Reno because of why?
Because of a lady. And I knew, yeah, you missed the story. You're going to have to go back and watch it. But yeah, and so she left. She said, "Deuces."
From LA to Reno?
Yeah, she went LA, San Jose to Reno.
And then
I met her when I was in LA, and so I was like, I'm moving to Reno. So I moved in with her in Reno, and then after a couple of years, she was like, "Deuces, I'm heading back to LA." I was like, "Fuck." I cried once or twice. Maybe some real thug tears.
I hear the thug tears.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, dude, like, I'm staying here. Like, dude, I like this. Yeah. So, someday I told Aaron, Lil E, Class E Promotions, Fresh Air. Shout out Lil E, man. Aaron, bro. I told him I was probably gonna do like a Vegas stint, whether I'm traveling back and forth from Vegas to Reno. I said there's probably another place I was going to go before, but I am going to settle back down in LA at some point, but I'm not in a hurry to get back other than the weather. I don't like being cold. I love Reno, but you gotta be built differently to be out here,
it's
man.
It's a weird fucking winter out here, this motherfucking place and shit. Like, you never know what the fuck is going on.
Right, and I did live in Michigan as a kid, but I was a kid. I loved jumping in the snow and shoveling the driveway. I was like, hell yeah, this is going to make me a
too
man.
Old for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So, that said,
hell no. This one chick fucking hit me up the other day about, like, oh, let's go to Florida. I'm like, oh, fuck, man.
Hey, that sounds pretty good. Where
No.
at in Florida? I like Florida.
It don't fucking
There's a lot of old people
matter.
and
It's
shit.
all, yeah. True that. That's what I said. That's what I said. I was like, it's a retirement community. Like, nobody wants to fucking live there and shit. And it's like too humid. And I'm like, man, I live in the desert. We got that dry heat. Like, Florida is like the opposite. Like, it's the same fucking weather, but it's hot and shit. But like, it's humid and sticky and sweaty and gross. And I'm like, nah. I'm good on Florida. Like.
There are parts of it that are cool. It depends where she's at.
And then she's like, well, how about New York? And I'm like, I don't want to fucking go to New York either.
Oh, so that was where I first thought I was going to move to.
I was like, nah, this shit's too busy and shit. Like, I'm cool. Like, that's way too much shit going on. Like, nah, I'm good on that. Like,
I love it. Yeah, I feel it, man.
I mean,
I love
until I know some people like me, I mean, maybe like on the outskirts or some shit, like maybe like, I don't know. But I ain't trying to go to New York City and shit. Fucking everybody fucking so fast and shit. Like, fuck out of here, man. I'm too. No, I'm good on that too, man.
Maybe try for a year, bro. Come back.
Hell no, bro.
Take the trains,
no,
bro. You could do a whole concert in the fucking subway.
yeah.
Get Johnny out there.
Shit, man. No.
Oh, side note, Luck Peta, we need that song. We need that fucking, I don't know what it's called, but we need that joint to drop.
Fucking messing with us.
Okay.
Or
That, when I first heard
messy
it,
or some shit. I don't know yet, but like, man, why are you telling him? You can't tell me in my face. I'm sitting right next to you.
I told you, bro. We need that. I've already begged you.
Man,
every time I came over, it's like,
man, this motherfucker hitting up. Man, I showed him a song that we're working on. This was fucking hitting up homeboy like, hey, when's that chick gonna come out with you and fucking intoxicated and shit? Like, I'm like, bro, why you hitting him up, man? Like, yeah. I'm
okay,
like,
that's true,
I'm
but
like,
I'd already begged you for like a couple months before I hit him
every
up.
time I see this dude, he's like, yo, man, when's that shit gonna drop, bro? And I'm like, bro, not now.
INTOXXIKATED, bro. We need that shit. The streets need it, bro.
The streets do need it, but I don't think that shit. I mean, there's a, I mean, now that you're bringing it up, though, like, I don't mean to take away from your story, but.
Oh, please do.
Now that
I've been yapping for
now that you bring it up, though, like, that's real shit. Like, people just think that, like, we just, like, flip these fucking songs overnight or some shit, and it's not like that. We have multiple guitars. We have a DJ. We have multiple artists fucking that have to record their vocals. We got a DJ. Like, by the time all of the that's a session for each fucking person. Yeah. So, like, and then we have to edit it and fucking make sure that that's right for the next fucking dude and fucking, like, it's a whole fucking process and shit. Like, fucking, we put a lot of time into each and every fucking track where it's, like, multi-fucking layered all over the fucking goddamn place. And we try to do the best to our abilities to, before we hand it in for, like, mastering and shit, that it's cleaned up. Or else, like, nobody wants to deal with that fucking mess. There's so many components, like, and let's just say, we try to keep it down to at least fucking 2, but what if every person has, like, 2, like, the guitars, they all have fucking 2 tracks. Sometimes they got fucking 3 tracks, and then we gotta fucking crunch everything into each other. Like, we're talking, like, this shit just don't fucking happen like that. We set a certain standard for ourselves at this point in time that like, everything has to be at least we're not putting anything out before it's perfected and shit, basically. Like,
right. So this is the talent. And I'm just a fan, bro. This is it. I can play trumpet, but other than that,
hey man, you never know. We might have might have something for you, bro.
Yep. So it's just.
Dude, we were working on like fucking at least fucking 30 different fucking songs at the same time and shit. So.
Right. So that said, you know, it's
So we got misdirected. Let's go back to your story. I'm sorry, bro.
no, not at all.
So
Man.
yeah. So the shift, you follow the chick. You come to Reno. You're here now, and then how do you get back on? How long were you here before, or what was the process when you moved back, and how you got back into this shit and like finagled your fucking way into your boss moves over here and shit?
So actually, there's a little bit of a backstory. I used to work as an intern for my freshman year college professor. This man, shout out to Robbie Butt. This dude is fucking hilarious. He had his own marketing firm, but also loved teaching people, like younger kids, how to actually do journalism correctly. So, he would mention that certain select students would be able to work with him later. So I would just badger this dude. I would just hit him up every so often, be like, yo, man, I'm trying to work for you. I want to do this. It sounds so cool. You're the coolest professor, this and that, because I believed it. And then he was like, all right, man, like, you're a whole character, but someday, like, keep hitting me up and we'll see what happens. Finally, my junior year of school, I got to work for him. And his office was in the bottom of the township auditorium. And so my biggest regret is he had free Lil Uzi tickets in 2016, and I didn't press him very hard over it, and I didn't go to that show, and I heard it was crazy. But 2016 Lil Uzi, this double XL freshman cypher,
Right.
Should have gone to that fucking show. But
no doubt.
That said, he was like talking down on it and all this stuff, and I was like, well, I don't know. It's my boss. I'll just keep making these Stanley Steamer posts. Yeah, I made a couple radio spots for I think Stanley Steamer, or no, this deck company. They created decks for people, so I got some chops in and this and that.
No, I mean, so you made the flyers, or what did you do?
No, I'm all over the place.
What do you mean? How do you get the radio spot? So you're like calling all the radio places?
I wrote the script for the connections he already had. So he already had the company as a client, and then he already had the radio stations as a client as well through we'll create the script.
You wrote the script for for people to call and give them the spiel and shit, like how to rope them in, or I'm trying to understand.
Sorry, yeah, let me explain it. So basically, he was like, "Hey, we need to write a commercial." So I wrote 3 different versions of scripts. They sent it to the voiceover recording dude, and then he recorded them, and then he or whatever. At that point, when he had the scripts for the guy, he got paid for the commercials, like a decent amount of money. I was on an allowance type of deal. I got paid like bi-weekly, whatever. So if I wrote nothing or if I wrote 3 scripts, I was still paid the same amount. But yeah, someone recorded it. I just had to write it, and then I got to I still have the recordings of it, which is really cool. So he helped you get the foundation of trying to be like an actual marketer and showed you how it was done. But he had already had his business for 25 years, so he already had all these connections. So it was like I just had to write the script. He did everything else. So that said, we worked in the bottom of a music venue, and it was owned by the city, so it didn't matter if they had 0 shows or 20 shows, they got paid the same amount. And so that was all new to me. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how are you guys paid the same amount? And it was because the city was gonna fund it either way. They were allotted certain taxes or lack thereof for doing stuff or not doing stuff. I went to a Future show in 2015, and 3 people were wheeled out on a stretcher, and they were like, "This dude's banned from ever playing in the city again."
What city?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, right.
At least the venue. I think he actually may have played once or twice in the future at the other auditorium where the basketball teams play.
Okay, so you did that, and then where were you doing the radio thing?
With him.
Oh, in Colombia.
Because he already had the clients. Yeah.
In Colombia.
But that said, like, I saw a different part of the music industry where, like, you know, it's just, it's like everything showed me bits and pieces. So, hold on. Reel it in again, right?
Oh, shit, man.
Again.
My question was...
What was the question?
My question was... Oh, my gosh. How much time? We got time. My original question was... my question was...
I'm walking. Yeah, what was the question, bro?
The question was, when you came to Reno, how did you slip back into?
Oh shit! So,
like
COVID,
you just yeah, that was I was talking about Reno. We went. I was like, yo, hold on.
We made it back to South Carolina again.
I'm like, yo, where are we at? LA, fucking with Columbia, fucking. I'm like, Minnesota. I'm like.
I also
we're going to Florida
I did
now
also
and
live in
shit,
Northern
like,
Virginia for a minute.
We're going to Florida, fucking West Virginia.
Nova,
man.
Northern Virginia.
Did you were you
the
street
DMV
teaming out
area.
there too, or what?
I was helping my friend. Shout out Mark Carson, put on shows.
Shout out.
He's like his mom owns a sex shop and like a lingerie shop.
All right.
He's like a dildo aficionado now.
All right.
He could tell you all about
Fucking
like
sword fighting.
yeah, bro. He's like the fucking dildo goat. Pause. So, I'm playing, but the dude's hilarious, man. Mr. Lucy XO. Yeah, but he used to be an engineer, like a music engineer. He used to rap too. He opened for the Migos. In Columbia, South Carolina, at the Township Auditorium. He had this song called shit. It was something to do with Ric Flair, and he in the song goes like woo, like Ric Flair, like woo or something. And then so he opened for the Migos. And then after that, they come out with a song with Metro Boomin called Ric Flair Drip. And he's like, bro, I helped him create that song, dude.
Man.
And so that shit is so funny to me because I like, honestly, they probably were like, yeah, like we needed, and the beat was crazy, of course.
Yeah, right.
So,
what
is that shit? Platinum, however many times over now or whatever. But he's like, yeah, I did that.
You know how much you know how much times that it happens and shit, man? It's a real fucking thing.
You have a bunch of those stories, yeah.
I mean, I
Salud.
don't think anybody could jack my fucking style and shit, man. Like
you got some of those stories you've told me, but
yeah, no.
That said, where are we at?
I don't think anybody. We're talking about Reno, bro. We still haven't fucking talked about it.
We haven't left. But I was trying to help him throw shows and stuff. So I used to be Music of Carolina. That was my shit, and so through that I met this online blog group. Shout out to Bern and Billy. Those are both upstanding people. They helped me I was on the team with them for a flagship deal with SoundCloud through Repost. And it was their whole like coalition brand, like their subsidiary thing. So we had 6 artists for 6 figures was the contract, and we had an A group, like an A team, B team, and C team. And by the time the lawyers kept going back and forth with us, I have like all the copies of the 23-page deal or whatever it was. We were down to the C team, and so then it just like they rented out a place in Palm Springs, like an Airbnb to stay for a couple months, and I couldn't pick them up from the airport because of my job. I got dropped from the fucking team. But I went through the whole process of them, of like getting these artists together and trying to prime them for like, hey, we're going to give you, I think it was like, you know, by the time everything was paid for, I think we had like $8,000 to $10,000 per artist to give them to try to boost their shit.
Yeah.
And one of those artists today, they were already popping, and I think 3 of them out of the 6 are like paid enough from streams alone to continue doing stuff. But I don't know what went down in a sense because I was dropped from the team because I just couldn't commit to it. And so, but I got a taste of it.
So why couldn't you?
because of my day job, the Fox Sports, bro. Like, I had a chance to go shoot
Oh
someone.
shit, that's a whole fucking other episode. We got about
3 seconds.
That's a whole motherfucking episode if we're gonna talk about that. Can we reel it back to when you got to Reno?
I had no
Like
work
what?
when I got here.
Okay, so that's all.
First thing I did was
this is the third time I'm asking you.
Thank you. The first thing I did, I drove to Sparks and went to the sticker guy. Because I randomly was on their email list because I was creating stickers back. I've always made fucking stickers ever since. Strange Clothes.
Hell yeah. That's who makes all of our stickers and shit. Yeah, for
Highest
real.
quality stickers.
For real.
Go to the sticker guy. That shit's more
Sticker
expensive.
guy.
But you
Fucking Reno.
Sticker guy. Reno Sparks area, baby.
Yeah. The best. That's how he's been doing all of our shit for fucking forever.
The crazy vinyl, crazy ink game,
yeah, right.
Crazy adhesive game. So that said, I went to Sparks and they had a sign.
I seen one on somebody's fucking window the other day. Fucking, they've had it for years and it hasn't really even faded and shit. I'm like, god damn, all right.
It is worth the money, man. If you you have to be able to save up for them. Also, Missouri. I don't know how to say the name, but she's dope as fuck too.
In Reno?
Yeah, she creates stickers for a lot of locals, a lot of Burning Man.
Man, you're gonna have to fucking give me the plug, man.
Yeah, she's dope as fuck.
Get her on the fucking show.
Okay. That said, I went over there. They had a sign on the door that said like appointment only. Like seriously, like we
no
will
doubt.
not talk to you if you don't have an appointment.
I know they won't even answer the phone and shit.
And I knocked on the door, or no, you know what was I was about to knock on the door and they opened the door and they're like, bro, we've seen you out here for like 5 minutes. What are you doing?
What are you doing,
I was
weirdo?
like, I'm about like I'm taking a picture of your number because I'm gonna call you because it says appointment only. He's like, bro, what do you want? I'm like, hey, you guys are doing the 30th anniversary with Slovenly to throw a concert in Reno. I want to put up posters for you. And he was like, what? Oh, yeah, we're doing that show. All right, yeah, 30 years of sticker guy. Give me 1 second. So he goes back in the shop. I'm just waiting out there like, what the fuck, dude? I just chain like, never mind. So he comes back out and he's like, what are you trying to do for us? I'm like, put some posters up. So he hands me a fat stack of posters and I just start stapling all these shits to telephone poles and whatever.
Sticker guy fucking shit?
Yeah, there were like 2-3 guys in the shop at the time.
Yeah.
And they just gave me a whole fat stack. They're like, how much do you think you could do? I said, however much you could afford to give me.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. And he just gave me like this stack. And
all right. That's fucking
that was
gang,
the first
bro.
show I
and
helped.
So you
do
came
in
here,
Reno.
you didn't have a fucking job, and that's the first thing that you had him in your link, and then you fucking just went there.
Yep, and it was for free.
Started just like that.
Yep. Well, it was pro bono. It was for free, but I knew that it would get me other shit down the road. So,
all right. So tell the journey, bro.
So next thing I did was I got a job for CSC Security. Shout out to CSC. I was looking for Allied Universal in LA, and they do live events like concerts, conventions, all this stuff. So I knew that I could real quickly transfer, like get a guard card and get work in Nevada. So I did that, and then I went to Gardnerville, and my girl at the time, she was like, "What the fuck are you doing going to Gardnerville doing this like Basque event for like Republicans or whatever?" And I was like, "Hey man, like." It's money, and I'm getting to go on a field trip, whatever. Yeah. And so I met this lady named like Cheryl or Cynthia, and she's like, "Hey, you know who you need to talk to is God, dude, I'm forgetting his name right now, but it was like Jake Miller or some shit.
All right.
That dude, he gave me my first start essentially, other than the sticker guy. I could tell you his name. I still got him on Facebook and everything, but he does all the June Lake Jam Fest stuff. And so I was still not very good at it because I didn't have a rhythm down. I didn't know all the spots I could go to in Reno to do it. But I just started trying to get posters out there. I was doing telephone poles again. I was filming like all the posters I put up, it was taking me so long just to fucking do
no
it.
doubt.
But people started seeing it, and then the next person I caught attention of, well, someone later down the line I'm blanking on all the names right now.
It's all good, bro.
But Sarah, she goes by Sarah Nevada. I'm forgetting her last name. Maybe she doesn't want people to know. But it's Humboldt Hideaway this year. It's Shellraiser. They're in the Shellraiser Mountains of Nevada. It's like right by Utah. So I was helping them with that festival. And so I just like kept doing essentially free work for people. They would be like, hey, we'll give you like 2 tickets. You could come camp out and this and that. But I was working 3 part-time jobs. I worked 90 days straight. And I couldn't go to any of these places that I was helping promote for. And so then I got a job at Silver Legacy in El Dorado. I was selling tickets over there, so I got to see the back end of Ticketmaster and how to do that. So I was just putting everything together. Like, security got me in the door, other than the promotion stuff, to see venues, see how artists worked, all the things. Like, one of the funniest stories I have is at the Greek Theater. I'm taking pictures I'm not supposed to of this big board of all the people who signed their names and stuff. It was like Mac Miller, fucking Thundercat, all these people. Right. Rest in peace, by the way. And so, like, all of a sudden this little kid runs up with his brother, like 2 little kids, and they're like, Ty Dolla $ign, we want a fucking autograph. And like, he's like, all right, bro, like, I got you. And because what's his name, Bobby Lee or whatever, or not, or whatever, but I forget his name, but he put on this big show with a bunch of R&B artists and stuff like that. And Ty Dolla $ign was on it at the Greek Theater. And so it was like, he had to take a picture of these little kids whether he wanted to or not, because he's like, well, I have to do this. Different situations you can find yourself in, because you're like, oh man, I got to see that. So security got me in the door. Promotion was already kind of getting me there, and this man's dreaming. This dog cast, and yeah, man, you just got to keep going. Like, it's like it's a journey, dude. It's a whole marathon. Like, it's a lifestyle. It's not one thing unless someone is gonna just hand it to you, like nepo baby shit. So
on that note, we're gonna have to fucking take a little break. We're gonna be right back. It's gonna take if you're watching this to this far, next episode will be coming out next week. Fucking part 2. We're not done yet, man.
Intoxicated peoples.
Intoxicated motherfucking television, man. We in your fucking face. Season fucking 3, man. 2026, man. Fucking we out here.
Johnny birthday.
1111. Happy birthday, fucking Johnny.
Cheers. 111111.